So as you guys have jumped into the program, you've been at it for about 2 months now at this point. What are some of the things that have really stood out to you guys?
Well, for I think the Facebook ads was a huge help. Right now, that's what we're working on, and just getting new customers and how to get new customers. And we've never run ads on Facebook before, so and we didn't even know that Facebook would have been a good platform. So Zach said that our business would do very well on Facebook, and I think um, this little growth that we just experienced like a week or so, um, that really stood out to me, and it really is helpful.
Yeah,
That's
so one of the
amazing.
things that really stand out for me is just the way that the group and how everything kind of flows. How it's just like more open. It's not there's
Yeah.
a structure, but there's not a structure. So there's a structure as far as the time and these days that we're doing this. But when you hop in, it's just kind of like not free reign, but what are we working on within this topic? And it's really cool because it's like, hey, I was working on this and I can figure this out. Can you have a look? And just to have that real life mentorship, because
Yeah.
it's one thing to be able to go and scour the internet and see how things are done, and then you go back and try. But when you hit a roadblock, which is going to happen, it's nice to have that mentorship there to guide you through the process and really just kind of checks and balances. Because even if you get everything right, it's like, well, I don't really know if it's right.
Yeah.
And so to have somebody there that has that experience to kind of give the blessing to say, yeah, you guys are on the right path is really encouraging and really helpful.
Awesome. Oh, I love to hear that. So you've really enjoyed the structure of we have certain topics, but then you're able to dive deep on the needs that you have at that particular time.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Amazing. And in specific with the Facebook ads, where have you seen the most help from our team to help you guys get to the point where they're actually starting to work, which sounds like they're really starting to bring in some revenue for you guys now?
Well, the
Well,
revenue has not been. We just started running this about a week ago,
yeah, two
Yeah.
weeks ago roughly.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We saw immediate Facebook growth
Response.
and response.
Yeah.
Yes, we went from about 200 and something likes or follows.
Yeah.
Now we're at 800 in just
Wow.
a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And so that's just the beginning of it because we're at the top and middle portion of
Yep.
it, just trying to build the Facebook page because we like she said, we never would have thought. Like
We
we,
chose Instagram
yeah,
as a
we chose
platform.
Instagram because of and I'm pretty sure you know a person named Greta.
Yeah.
And so that's who kind of inspired us to say, all right, well, let's just focus on solely Instagram. And so we never even begun to consider. And so that's where that mentorship comes in because we didn't have Greta to talk to,
Right.
right? But
Yep.
we have the team to speak with to say, well, we know that your category should be here. And so we're noticing instant results and it's good.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And how do you guys, as you've been inside the academy, talk to me a little about the community aspect. Have you enjoyed, working with other founders?
Well, I'm very active in the the Facebook group, and
Yeah.
so whenever we have questions, it seems like it's a really tight knit, close community, and we see each other on Zoom. And then if anyone has a question, someone always asks in the group, and then there's always support there, either from Zach or from all the other businesses. And I love that aspect because people have um different expertise. Some people are good with photography, some people are better at like just website, and coming together and just teaching each other and learning from each other. That's really fun.
I love that. That's super cool. One of the things that we've tried really hard to do is just bring in really great people that are open and willing to share. So we create that really great community where everyone's building each other up and working towards similar goals. So I'm glad that you're feeling that. That's really important to us. Like we're really trying to build that aspect of the academy in a cool way. What do you think is, as you guys have been going through this, what are some of the things aside from like the Facebook ads, inside the live coaching that you guys have really benefited from?
And when we first started the videos, just understanding how customers work and the psychology of what would make them buy or what would make them interested even, or like the phases of their life. Really, that was one of the biggest like eye openers, because we never really thought about people's phases of life. And
And also the aspect of our product being what's called a think about it product.
oh yeah,
Never even considered something like that. So yeah, those type of little tidbits, just really
Yeah.
like
And have helped you guys better connect with the customers and then set up your marketing in the proper way so you can really get those sales and get that engagement.
right,
and how to talk to people, portray what we want to say, not in person, but actually on a Facebook ad or any content or posts that we're posting, even down to the emails, things like that. Like really just how to talk to people.
right. Because I'm a very personal. I like to talk with people,
Yeah.
and so putting my words into paper is always, or on paper is difficult, or on the internet.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
difficult.
It
Because
is.
I don't really I just talk,
Right.
And you don't really think about what you're saying, and then the perfectionist comes out and it's like, oh, that's not right, and that's not right.
Right.
And yeah, and so just having an
But like,
understanding on how to articulate your words
yeah,
to the
Yeah.
customer through the website or through the ad or whatnot is really helpful to have that guidance.
Yeah, totally. Well, then having that constant feedback, right, where you can try something, bring it to the team, we can review it, other people can give feedback on it, and then you can go out and try it again. I think that feedback loop is really valuable.
Very important. Very important.
I love that. I love that. So, what advice would you give to somebody, that's maybe looking at jumping into the community academy? Any thoughts or feedback you'd have for them?
I would suggest to just start right away, because once you start, you're on the right path, really. We missed what, 2 years of not doing it, but once we started, we noticed it's so valuable.
Right.
And the way that you market things and building your Facebook community, all these things should have just started way back when we first started. So if we started it, look how much we would have grown even more now. So
And
start early.
I would say knowledge is priceless. I mean, you can't put a value on knowledge and being taught something. If you feel like you're struggling in the area, you can't really go wrong. You can't make a bad decision, and any knowledge is going to be good knowledge, and especially from an experienced team um, that also has built a very tight knit community. It's just priceless. So I would say just do it and don't look back, and just enjoy the experience as you go.
I love that. Well, guys, thank you so much. Like I can tell you guys are speaking from your heart and I love that. That's like my favorite thing. Just connecting with you guys, hearing your stories, seeing the success you guys are having here is just it's incredible. And I get really amped on it. Okay, well guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. So we'll just keep rocking and rolling and I appreciate you guys jumping on with me.
And we appreciate you,
Thank you,
Taylor.
Taylor.
Okay, cheers guys.
Bye.